everybody, my name is Alexis Marin and I am a registered drama therapist, a life coach, and a speaker. And happy 2021. We are almost at the end of the very first week. We are doing this together. I want to talk to you today about effects versus intent. So the quote they're going to be working with today is, effects matter more than the intent. So here's what that means to me. Oftentimes, we get stuck in conversations with people where somebody says, hey, I'm really hurt by something that you said or something that you did. And the other person comes back with, well, but I didn't mean to hurt you, and it wasn't my intent to hurt you. Now, there are some situations where somebody who could be the perpetrator, let's say, the person that hurt the other person, is very genuine in saying, oh my gosh, it was so not my intent to hurt you, and I apologize for the effect that it had on you. There's always going to be those cases where that can be a very cut and dry experience, and we can take accountability on both sides. But there are often times where somebody does something and they do not realize the effect that it had on the other person. And so inside of the conversation about what's been done, we tend to find ourselves on opposing sides because the person who did the hurting is very stuck in defending their intent, almost kind of defending their honor. Like, but I really didn't mean to, but that's not what I wanted to do, okay? And once again, we have those very genuine ones where somebody can say, I really didn't mean to do that, and they can apologize. But the person on the other side, the person that's been hurt, keeps trying to explain to the other person, I understand that your intent was not to hurt me, but the effect of what happened was, I'm hurt. I'm still hurt. The effect is still there. And so instead of coming together in the argument or in the discussion after the offensive behavior or whatever it was, instead of them being able to acknowledge the effect and the hurt that's been caused, everybody's really just defending and staying on their side of the street. So what we want to be able to do is find some place in the middle where the person who's hurting or the person who has had a negative effect can really be heard by the other person and can really say, you know, I understand that perhaps your intent was not a negative one. Perhaps you did not have malintent. This was not a malicious act that you did. But I really need you to acknowledge that the effect has still happened. Cause and effect has still happened. I am still experiencing something over here that needs to be tended to. You know, and for the person who intentionally or not intentionally hurt this person, just by saying, I apologize to you, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're accepting the negative intent that might go along with that apology or is assumed to go along with that. It doesn't mean that you're saying, oh yeah, I'm apologizing because, oh yeah, I guess I did have negative intent. No, you're apologizing because you're a human being acknowledging that this person over here that you love or that you have some type of relationship is hurting, is having an experience, and it's okay to apologize for that. And it doesn't make you all of a sudden the bad guy. In fact, it makes you even more of the good guy because you are finding that way to acknowledge what's happening for this other person. So with that phrase, effects matter more than the intent, I know that must be a bit of a controversial phrase. I really, really get that, especially if you're on the intent side where you believe you really have good intent. But if you do, if you really did have good intent, then it's probably going to be pretty easy to clean up what has happened on this side. The effects when somebody is hurt or when somebody is grieving or angry or feels less than or their self-esteem has been questioned on this side because of something that has happened over here, that's really what needs to be tended to in order to repair that relationship. Now, if this person over here who's hurt keeps accusing this person of malintent, then we still have a conversation that has to be had because now this person is causing negative effect over here as well. So everybody has to be accountable to and responsible for the accusations that are being made. But most importantly, we need to listen to how the other person is being affected. And we need to be able to kind of put an immediate stop to the bleeding just by acknowledging that there is an effect that happened, whether or not you intended it to. Effects matter more than the intent. Please take that with you this week in however way you need to process that and however you can apply that to your life. Once again, Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a safe and healthy New Year's Eve, and I'll be talking to you again soon. If you want more information from me, you can go to my website at www.alexismarin.com, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.